Hello there, it's Matt here, and it's definitely been a really long time, probably way too long, and I'm probably going to spend this little cast on my own because I didn't put up that I'm casting or anything like that. I just put up that I was going to be doing this. So this first one is me mucking about, just making sure everything's right again. You know, I think I've got the microphone and the screen right, but again, and I don't know the answer. Good God, Julie's here. I don't know the answer, but how I get rid of the blockiness, other than finding, again, I suggest probably a better internet provider. It's always going to be blocky when I kind of pan the camera anywhere, which is a real pain because it just would destroy the viewing for me. Some of you are a bit more painfully patient than me. Anyway, hello Julie. I don't know, this just seems like the oddest cast to come back to me. We've got Sly Boots, who is an NPC from Project AHO. Seems to have some sort of luminous, God, I don't know, beehive kind of inside there or something. And then you've got lovely Barbus, and then Rhea is still here. Julie, it's you, isn't it? I always get you and Mushy wrong. And then obviously the NPCs that are in here in the Project AHO mod. I've got no idea if anything is going to work. I don't even remember any of the buttons. The last time I was in this game was, according to the timeline, almost a year ago. So there's lots of things to blame, isn't it? It's, I don't know, me spending time in ESO, jobs, family commitments, but definitely not the story. Although I might argue a little bit that, and it's no fault of Project AHO, the kind of storyline really changed a lot coming to this mod and almost had to be on hold, and I think that affected how much I wanted to tell a story. But I'm ready now. You know, lots of things are in good place, so I thought I'd give it a go, and this mod is so beautiful it seems really silly to not join in. Should we see if we can talk to Sly Boots? Oh, we can, look. Oh, it's just a traveller. Right, okay. I don't really want to trade with Sly Boots. I haven't got an idea how poor old Sly Boots would carry anything anyway. But let's have a look at what quests we've got then, and if we get a map. Alright, there we go. I came on earlier having upgraded some of the mods. I'm not using Nexus, sadly. I'm just using the one that's inbuilt, which is really limiting, but easier in the short term. Okay, so let's have a look at these. Shaglat's house. Alright, so we've got some family homes basically. And we've got a quest hand in here. Return to Marana Rendo. I've got genuinely little idea about what that's about. In fact, I've got none. So let's have a look. Marano Rendo wants to create weapons out of tel and bark. Is that a capital? Tel and bark? Is it tel and bark or tel and bark? Anyway, he asked me to consult Tamina Elenil on whether it's even possible. So I must have found out whether it's possible yet. Julie, I hope you're all right, by the way. I'm not here escaping ESO, I promise. I'm here because I just fancied telling a little bit of a story. Okay, so let's head over here. There we go. Do let me know if noises. You can't really hear anything like me, or you need interactions to be a bit noisier and things like that. Let's have a look, see if I can take all these things without dying. I don't think I've been here before at all, actually.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. He looks like some sort of merchant dealing in Dwemer stuff. Very jolly as well. Okay, let's have a talk. It's true you can craft weapons out of tel and, there we go. have you heard about the dragon? These box standard Skyrim questions. Let's have a look.
Tremendous. But now we've got a problem. The mushroom's bark is incredibly strong, though flexible. I understand we'll need a special tool for it.
Ah. Okay, so it's taking something from the mushroom to craft weapons from.
Oh, wonderful. Can you go look for some young sprouts and tell
Oh, I thought she might be at work, Julie, so it's great to know she's around. Tell her hello.
10 pieces should do. Get back to me when you've got them. And we will try to craft a bow.
A bow, okay. Carve some bark off the tail and sprouts inside with Keegan. Okay, great. Let's kind of search Vespa. Is this? Okay, I don't want to take them, but that's interesting. I wonder if this will become an NPC of some sorts. Don't remember having anything to do with it. Barbus getting his backside wet. Okay, let's have a look. Ah, okay, so there's obviously different parts of the mushroom. If it gets to fighting, I'm not going to remember anything at all about how to do that. The colours in here are lovely. But I'm guessing you're getting quite a blurry response here. Alright, so let's head to this mushroom here. I don't know if it's this big bulky thing here or... Yes, light things here. Huh! You guys might not be able to hear that, but it sounds like there's something moving in and around the pipes here, I think. Which is very clever. Just as you came close. Okay, let's have a look. Aha, here we go. Talon sprout. Feeling a bit thirsty. I can remember worrying about how I'm going to eat and drink here, apart from getting sloshed, because there was no way for me to take water. Well, Catherine's going to have to build up. No, that's not good. Quite a strong constitution is what I was going to say. Okay. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. I don't know. You got any ideas about what to do with the blurriness? Do you think it's just internet provider, Julie? It's just the bandwidth with which I'm streaming with. Oh, those are the days. Remember when drunk Cathra fell off? I'm sure I fell off a cliff, right? I could just farm this one. Oh. Well. This is easy. I've had tougher quests. All gathering quests should be this easy. Just stand here and smash E. One more. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, I'm not sure what the point of having it in different places was then. Never mind. All right, let's have a look. Server as in what, YouTube? As a server, that would be a bit pants, wouldn't it? I haven't tried streaming through Twitch actually. I wonder what it'd be like. I have got a Twitch account. I wonder what it'd be like streaming through. Are you allowed to say? I wonder what it'd be like streaming through Twitch while you're on YouTube streaming. I wonder if that'll get you into trouble. That is said with some sarcasm, by the way. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Morano, you've not moved since, my friend, but here we go.
No workman needeth be ashamed. Do you recognize this quote?
I mean, the guy could have done it himself, really.
2:15? No, not surprising. There's no such thing, of course.
Okay, I was able to get my hands on some tell and bark.
Follow me.
Yeah, it'll be Sky then. Right, let's go.
Watch what you're doing.
Just can't please any. Well, I do have quite a motley crew, so it's hard to not knock into anything, to be honest. But Have I completely... He's just disappeared. Oh, there he is. Okay. I didn't even see. He must have gone around the back or something. Right. Let's go anyway. I keep double tapping W thinking I'm going to do a roll, but that's an ESO thing. Slyboots is just... I mean, you've got to love the way Slyboots walks, really. I'm more concerned about the guards around here. They kind of run a bit shiftily. They kind of walk around and then it's as if someone's watching them to see if they're doing their duty or not. Just watching old Slyboots. I mean, in fact, Slyboots runs like she's going to slap you. Or he. Or it. But I'm guessing for some reason I'm guessing a she. I don't know why. She moves quite gracefully, to be honest. Right.
Here we go. The bow's ready. Now I'll be able to craft such bows for the Sendus. For anyone at all. Thank you. You keep this one for yourself.
Well, thank you very much.
If you know your way around a forge, you can learn to craft these weapons too. What about arrows? Would that too be possible?
You? Amazing, this guy.
Hello there.
This Sarah Aura's just appeared out of the woodwork.
Hi there.
Yeah. Me and my wife Serona had recently migrated here from Windhelm. We're still waiting to receive a permit from the council to own a home.
I think the block...
Going.
I think
Hello
the...
there.
Oh, crikey. Everyone's talking way too much here. Hold on. I think the last time the other things that added to the lack of streaming was the whole blockiness of everything. Oh, gosh, that's not annoying, is it? Okay. Let's read this note. Prepare ore in smelting, order additional number of skin strips, make a bow for Bralis, repair the tools of Tamina, check the cell locks in the council chamber, Anderval's farm. Okay, so I won't take that. I'll leave that there. Was that the note? No, there we go. Varen, my scissors and hammer are broken. Without them, I cannot bring my potions. Please, I need my new ones. I hope you can have them made within a couple of days. Tamina. Alright, let's... I mean, I'm not a bow user, but let's see if I've got this bow then. I've got quite a few weapons now. There's the Telvanni bow. Ooh. It's the same kind of insidiness as Slyboots' eyes, to be honest. If you have a look at the bow there, it's quite a pretty bow. And then Slyboots' eyes, look.
I'm all ears.
You know what? I don't think it is all that the same. It is just, isn't it? Okay.
This better be good.
I mean, I'm not even speaking to you, so you're all right. Let's have a look. I'm concerned that I'm now without a quest. Because all of these are definitely... Oh, there we go. Return to Shanath Cell 3 for your next task. I wonder if that's in here. Otherwise, I'm really going to be scratching my head for what on earth I do next. Let's have a look. Sadrith Kegrin. Shanath Cell 3. No, apparently all the names are sounding the same to me. Let's have a look. I remember reading though when we first started this, chapter 2, looking for lost freedom, wrong time, wrong place. Alright, let's just start walking around there. I think this might have been another thing too, just losing kind of sight of what it is that I'm meant to do. Oh, I remember this guy's got the hots for Cathra, I think.
No perusing. Buy or leave.
Okay, we've done all these things before.
Just what you see here.
Let's have a look. I'll sell the dwarven mace. I'll keep them. And the dwarven helmet. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's... Well, that was a bit stupid. Let's go buy the helmet back.
Are you interested?
I don't even remember who Melish is, to be honest. Let's have a look. Oh, forget it. I could have sold something else, but it's clearly going to be one of those moments. I don't even remember how I tried to get out. I remember there's a family here. There's the wizard that took me. They've changed up, by the way. There's an update to Project AHO where the orc is in a house and you go and see him and then he gives you the quest, which is a whole lot easier than him just running and, well, or is it? Let's have a look. Many tools for the garden. Okay, I've got all this. Let's read this one. You could not tend to us. One of the lecturers has fallen ill. We need your help, TARDIS. Okay. I'm going to have to do a lot of homework, I think, after the cast, just to get my head around what on earth's going on here. Cathra won't steal anything, so let's read these things. Letter from EM. Dear Var and Rendo, I inform you the state of my agent's armour is becoming useful. I think this is the guy we've just been working with, the kind of blacksmith. So repairing, lots of stuff about repairing armour. Let's have a look at this one. Let's go to Dallas's tomorrow night. I'll call Shaglak, we'll sit together and talk. Oh, who was that from? Bralis, okay. I need to start doing some sort of narrative tree here to work out who's who. Because all of these notes are obviously extremely important. There's some nice things in here as well. Okay. I'm trying to think if both those heads are, or if that's some sort of shoulder pad. I mean, I need to get that mod, don't I, that says you can get, you're joking, you can get past followers. Here we go. And I need my little book out that I can write things like, you just sold that helmet to someone, you know, so I don't make silly mistakes like that again.
Speak. I haven't got all day.
Okay, what is that thing over there? Let's go have a look. I'm sure I'd scouted that as a plant. I was going to say, I'm sure I'd scouted this entire area. So I think what would be a good thing to do is, great, I think I just want to scout all of these places and just see if I can get a grasp of the backstory so that I've got an idea of what is happening. Well, we're in. Have I been here before? I think I have. It's like a mausoleum of some kind. Can I even cast spells or anything? Let's have a look. I mean, I've taken that tomato, so maybe I haven't been here. Let's have a look. Let's do some chain lightning and creeping cold, right? Okay. I can still cast spells. Yeah, I'm sure I've been down here. Yeah. And I came down here for some... Is this where I saw Sly Boots? This might have been where I saw Sly Boots. Ah, here's the farm. Okay. I'm sure we had to get something from here, didn't we? Or something had been lost. Very beautiful. This place, I remember coming here now, but this place makes Cathra sad because she definitely doesn't want a false son at all. She wants to reel McCoy. And in fact, I don't think there's any point me even being here because I'm pretty sure I don't I did what was here for whatever part of the quest was relatable to this. Although I could go over. No. Let's stick to the program. Let's stick to the program, which is okay. This is where the farm is. So in my head, I thought Z was put your arms down. Don't look so confrontational. But it's an R. Okay. But it's Z in ESO. Unlock Sudrith Kegren Mycelium. Alright, so requires a key. Cannot be paid. Okay, so that's something to look at for later on. Perhaps. Up we go. Okay, now I'm sure that's some sort of family crypt in there. So we look, we then got the Shittin and Flynn. Shittin and Flynn. This is the pub. Let's see if we can buy water here actually. Or buy water, I've got no money. Probably not in a bar, right? Can you imagine me asking? Okay.
Got something to say?
I mean, all these guards have got different names, which is quite impressive.
Speak. I haven't got all day. Don't waste.
And I can't speak to Noir. Let's just go. Okay. I'm just going to have a look around. Just to gather. Oh. Julie, don't laugh at the fact that Barbus's big ass is blocking my way. Oh. It's like that Japanese game show, do you know, where there's like blocks and you've got to jump through the shape of the block. That's what it's like playing this with followers. Okay, so I just met her. She's gone to bed. There's an oven there. Lots of chances of stealing anything.
Hi there.
Oh.
This better be good.
Right, let's speak to this. Tardis Underval. How long have you lived in Sadrith Kegren? What can you tell me? Let's ask that.
Pleasant spot. Years pass slowly here, carefree and without disturbance. You can simply live and be content with your life. It's been near 150 years since my wife Salvinia and I moved to Skyrim from Margon. We live in Windhelm for some time, but then we stumbled across this place. It's Salvini's birthday soon, and I've got nothing to give her.
Ah, okay. Salvini, wife to... Where's my notebook?
I did have a present for my wife, but I lost it. Varen made an extraordinary beautiful ring, especially for me. I was working at the farm when I bent over and the ring fell out into the haystack. My sight is not what it used to be, so I struggle to find it. Please help me. Outlanders don't usually get paid, but I'll make it worth your while. Azura bless you.
It is quite funny how people are just popping up here. Search the ring in a haste. Search the ring in a haystack. Let's do that
I'll
then.
take my leave then.
Well, hello.
Sly boots. I mean, no, what's getting me, right, is no one's commenting about Sly boots at all around here. They're all like, you know, he's part of the family. Part of the furniture. It's like a walking spiky mushroom. Alright. So I thought the mycelium was where the farm was, right? Let's have a look. Yeah. Alright. So why don't we go back in there? It's good to get a quest straight away, even if it is finding someone's ring in a haystack. At least it's going to be rounder and bigger than I need, alright? I just said, won't need to go to this farm. I think we've just done a quest in here. You know, we're not going to have to come back, and here I am. 2 minutes later, looking in haystacks. Right. Sound in here is a little bit ominous, I think. I'm like caught between, oh, there's trees and there's, and like, Jesus Christ, side boots are scary as hell. Lights, and there's birds. That's a, do you know, that's a lot of birds. I'm not sure how the wildlife here could you know, maintain such kind of raptor numbers, really. Anyway, let's move on. There's always some toastals to eat, isn't there? Wasn't there something quite scary in here that I ran away from? Maybe not. Oh, is it this little dude that's making a noise? Oh, they're like little... They're netches, aren't they? They're like netchy things. I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for ESO. And Julie, just so as you knows, one of the mods that came with this Skyrim package today was the transference of some locations in ESO into Skyrim, which I thought was cool. I've got no idea what they look like because obviously I'm stuck in Project AHO, but it's some location things out which I think is really cool. Ah, we know that those, we now know they're kind of netch-esque thingies. Alright, so we've got a little indicator here of, I say this couldn't support these birds, but there's a lot of stuff growing here. Oh, look, there's a baby one. Okay, so around there apparently. I hope it's not go through that door because I'm screwed otherwise. Everything's blocking my path. Yeah, hopefully they'll be great, although I still remember the last thing I said I'd do is get Mashi her armour. And I can still remember 11 months on where I placed it. The chest that I meant to stumble over. I don't remember going in here. In the farm. I'm a bit nervous about this now. Let's have a look. Right. Ah, so it's just a different level. Okay. But I've clearly not been here before. So that's good. You can size that in, right? What are these, like fishing poles or something? Yeah. So they're pretty much saying in this place, this is the, well, the farm, the sustainable kind of source of food besides the mushrooms that keeps everyone. Side boot, I wish side boots would stop just jumping out like that. It's just, I mean, look, it's decomposing. You'd have to take some sort of Dyson with you when you're walking around just to clear up after him. Right, let's keep walking. Aha! Look, look, look! I'm so good at finding things. Oh, and there's a person. All right, okay. So it's the haystack. You keep. Oh, well, that's just cruel. Is that him? I just. All right, okay. So there is a haystack. Is that the only haystack? Or do we count these? No, that's just plain old wheat. Well, let's speak to these two anyway, shall we?
This one needs something? The Dwemer farm was who managed to fix it. Since then, it feeds the whole town.
There you go. Managed to work out the inference of that kind of little, or deduce at least what was going on there.
See for yourself.
Oh, look, she's got milk. Which obviously I can't buy. How much is she selling it for, though? Oh my good grief. Let's say I want to buy 1 milk. I can't. Have I just completely forgotten how to work out how much things cost. Uh, 5 gold, right? 5 gold. Okay. Let's just buy like 2, right? And then now let's see if I can sell something. Oh, there we go. I can sell. I could have done this. I just got annoyed. Jeepers creepers. I bet. Oh no, look, invisibility. Don't be silly, Matt. Alright, potato. Let's sell that potion of magicka. What else have I got to sell? She only wants my ingredients. Okay. And she doesn't. Well, why would she pay for that? She can just take them herself, can't she?
Aye.
Alright. I wonder if I'm like meant to come at it from a certain angle. Or whether it's just always going to say that. Or whether I've got to be... or whether he didn't lose it near... I'm just going to harvest everything near the haystack. Well, I mean, that was a pretty blimmin' decent clue though, wasn't it? Let's clear the way. Oh, sorry, mister. Sly boots. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. See if that helped. But things found anything useful. Okay, are there other haystacks though? That's the question. No. I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Tadis Andaval asked me to look for a gift he had prepared for his wife, which should be found in a haystack on the Sadrith Kegram Farms. I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Ooh. So, am I meant to be using some sort of magnet or something like that to find? What are you doing? Oh, fair play. Julie, you're pulling your weight, kid. Okay, so maybe it's a case of I need the right tools in order to do this. Let's read this note. Bring along your noir in a couple of days' time. The painting will be ready. Bring along your... Did we meet someone called Noir? Is that like servant then or something like that? That can't be right. Maybe it is. Yeah, I wonder that, Jules. Let's go in and see if they've got them. Just the magnet seems very un-Skyrim-y, but we'll see. I love the fact that these people are so accommodating you can just walk into their house. Ooh, look at that. What's going on in this relationship? There's a bed for one there. 2 people living here. Unless, you know, they're very cozy. Right. Good God. What the hell have they got a burnt corpse in here for? No. I should just stand at the door and then try and work out everything. Thank you, Julie. Your mind is ever so scary. I think you're probably right, servant, underling. It's only kind of a letter off a kiss read, isn't it? You know, moi. No? Alright. Now the chap's gone. I don't know where he's gone. In fact, they've both gone. Read that. Painting. Okay, so we now know where that is, but we know we now need a source from which to get it. Thinking magnet rather than fishing rod. And the magnet, could we either buy maybe or look at the armourer and see if he's got any ideas? Or we use a potato. Let's look at what it said on that quest again. I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay, so that would mean... Is there anything above it, like a switch, you know, that is magnetic, that we could use? I can't run. Let's have a look. Okay. So no, we'd need something, wouldn't we? I suppose you could be carrying something and it could come out maybe if you're holding something. See what items I've got. Mind you, I can only hold... I can't hold those things, can I? Oh yeah, the chess pieces. That's. I wonder if that's important in here. Must have taken them ages to design them. Let's have a look. Or maybe, you know, putting on something like that. Now, did that strange amulet come from here? I can't remember. No, okay, so I'm wearing that strange amulet now anyway, even though I don't remember from what storyline that came from. We'll find out. Actually, I'm sure when I first started casting this whole thing, it really was just you and me. Was it? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Doing this, I'm sure there might be one other person in the kind of forum zone at the time. Okay, you know, I'm gonna have a look around here first. Well, that's handy. That leads up to the top, right? Let's just see in this zone if there's something else. I couldn't see anything in the farmhouse. I'm guessing actually. Rather look at that giant crab there. Rather roughly that. It's going to be somewhere in maybe the armory or something like that. I can't get out, by the way. Didn't this happen before? I find it really difficult to get out of this place. And the angles were really hard, like that. Yeah, we should look. I bet it was about 2 years ago. Or maybe a year and a half. I'm trying to think how long I streamed for before we start playing ESO. Please let me get out here. Okay. Can't get in there. Ah, yes, I remember now. I remember the jump. Oh, that was a bit of luck. Alrighty. So, so there's 2 ways to this place. Now I wonder if that is the place that leads to where I began. Yep. So there's something up there, like a little bird's nest. But I wonder if that also leads to something, and you can get to that. Okay, okay. So no need, apparently, to go through that doorway, which kind of led me up here. Let's see if I can get to that bird's nest. Life was very different kind of pre-ESO. It was a lot less ESO-y. That was nice creep cluster. I've never seen it harvested like that before. I think, are you looking forward to the, is it Elsewhere patch, Judy? You've been playing some of it, haven't you? Oh, I feel really bad now because I realised that I've just stopped this next generation. I was just hoping to find something of use to help with pulling this ring out. Anyway, Elsewhere. I'm interested because I almost paid for it and I thought, when was the last time I'd been on ESO for a long length of time? I don't want to take those things, I'd feel really bad. Okay, let's go back in here again, just in case I missed something that might help. We haven't heard that any of the ores down here are magnetic in any way, haven't we? I don't think so. Go on, I'm allowed to sleep. Oh, maybe this isn't where they live now. I'm just allowed to sleep here though. Let's see if I can find how I'm feeling. Isn't it down here? Look. Damp, wellness. I've completely forgotten to do things like how to check if I'm tired. Oh, is it status? You're a bit hungry, you're a bit thirsty, you are rested. Oh, good, there we go. Okay, so let's eat. And then let's drink. Okay, now let's check again. So it said status, you're well set. Hey, okay. Oh, I like the, I kind of was, you know, with Kafra's story, I thought, hey, the necromancer element could be very interesting. Not that she'd become one, but maybe she would. That whole temptation, I thought that was quite cool to bring that into the story, actually. So I think the whole necro thing's an appealing idea. I'm going to say that the answer to how to get the ring out of the haystack is possibly not in this farm, even though it's full of Dwemer artifacts. I'm glad to hear it's beautiful. I saw one screenshot of a dragon in Elsewhere that looked astonishing, and I thought I definitely want a little bit of that. Thanks very much. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that was useful. So I've checked in there. This takes me. Oh, I can't use it. I remember. Okay, let's keep going. And this is where I found old slide boots, I think. I'm sure, just can study it. Oh, or maybe it was in someone's cellar. I wonder if I meet this chap again and just say, I looked and I couldn't get there, and he says, oh, you might need a magnet. Let's have a look. It's not going to be that simple, is it? But you never know. But it's nice to try and get back into a little rhythm of some sort. Okay, it's not here. But this lower being is, that's why they won't talk to us. Aha! That makes sense, right?
Maybe we actually need a pause.
Mother of God, sly boots.
Well, hello.
What's on the
Meals
menu?
from Crab and Fish, Manish and Marish drinks.
Let's see if...
Do you want a drink or a snack, or perhaps both?
Nothing ever is. Look. Okay, I can't get water from him either, but I can get wine. And I can get mead. That's good. And milk. Value 5. Alright. Let's see if I can sell some stuff. He's probably not into any of the stuff that I'm carrying for a lot of money. Nope.
Until next time.
Until next time, my friend. Right. Arini. Was that who I spoke to? But Mara did not bring me anything, and my father constantly brings daggers. Are they going to turn into Varen for something unusual? Okay. See, I wonder if we spoke to Varen about what's happened, whether he's the one that'd say, hey, you need this. Okay. So I've got one quest, but I'm now going to pretend that I do not have that quest. Yeah, I wonder that. After you regain your freedom. Yes, see, that's actually, I wouldn't say uplifting, but it's like, okay, so it's all about, I mean, it's quite obvious, but it's nice to see. The game said that's what you've got to do. So let's see if we can find... So none of these places mention Varen. Tamina's Alchemy, Andavel Family Home, Milo Family Home, the Council Hall, Midnami's Workshop, Master Selthry's House, Plarfang, Shaglak. We like Shaglak. Let's go along to the Alchemy shop anyway. And I think Valen's like at the end of that jetty, but let's go there and then see what happens when we come here. Oh, no. Whoever that is asleep. And I'm going to guess now that the... that's why I can't speak to those people. Let's have a look over here then. Is this even on the map? No, look at that. That's interesting. And there's no one here. Right. But let's... So there's a lot of tomatoes around this place. Carrots too. Okay, so when he went for his walk to the forge... Ah, hooray, it's alt for running. There we go, look, he went this way. Alright. There's lots of... I'm getting a kind of flavour now for this place. Okay, so the Rendo family home has this place outside. Use the blacksmith mods. Let's see what I can make. No. Could I always make it? Yeah, I could always. Okay, nothing near either. No, okay, so it's nothing that I can intimately know, something like that. It seems to me that currently everyone is abed, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning, that's why. So that's it, and there's Shaglak. We don't want to go and bother old Shaglak again. Is this place locked? Yeah, well actually you even require a key. Okay. Surprised that my character hasn't needed sleep yet. Midnabi's workshop, Master Salisbury. Now this is where I live, isn't it? So why don't we go in here? I didn't check actually. Are you thinking of making an amulet either A to get out of here or B to help with finding that ring? Let's have a look. Okay. Do you remember when I had the time to like read books and record the videos? I like that. I might have to try doing that again. I learned so much from the lore. However, I've got to say, AHO is so good for just gradually introducing the lore of the game. I feel I know way more from playing AHO. And what do I want to know more? No, but it's definitely more accessible, I think. I really liked it. I really think I've kind of pondered about coming back to casting Conjure Jumper. Well, like a come back to casting for about 3 months. It was just kind of don't know, February-ish. I think I'd done a load of work and I really wanted to get creative. So let's wake the bastard up that's going to trap us.
You are distracting me from a particularly important mind process.
Any work for me?
You don't seem to be in a hurry, Enwa. Firstly, pick up my stuff from Baron the Smith. And in case you stumble across Murano, tell him I have no time to inspect his project. Here's a coin purse to pay for the job.
Oh, a problematic neighbour. Oh, alright. Where can I find this Baron?
He's working the forge most of the time. You'll find it with ease. Just look for the sign. It might be worth a check at the inn too.
Well, there you go.
Rodden's empty-headed son. He wanted me to take him on as an apprentice. His father was against it, and now he's nagging whenever he gets a chance. When I tell him that his son is one heck of a scamp, and there's no point in teaching him, Varen doesn't like it any better.
Right. I hope you heard that, Julie. But I think that was saying Murano is Varen's son. Murano is a waste of space, basically. Let's have a bit of a recap here. I'm glad that I'm asking these kind of, you know, where am I? More like punching him in the balls.
I've told you that already, you slackwit. I have a lot of work to do, don't bother me.
Rude. Well, I mean, he's annoyed me enough that I'm just going to steal stuff that's worth money and selling it. Anyway. Oh, and a jug of milk. There we go. Save some money. Very interesting, these little cubes are the spells. I think my little character is going to sleep for about 8. No, that's a bit too long. 6 hours, let's say. Go out there and go meet this blacksmith, who's obviously, well, I don't think he is just a blacksmith. I think he's quite a lot of things, but yeah, might be able to help. I spoke to this guy, he's still in there. Look, scary as. An noir, as that guy said. And I prefer noir because noir sounds like it's an American boy band that just didn't do as well, really. Okay, So, if I'm right, it's around here, isn't it? So I'd better go back this way. And now I can look. Ah, there we go. Although he's not. Oh, there is someone there. There we go.
Talk fast. I have a lot of work.
Where do you get your food from?
We hunt, of course. Or do you mean other food? When we built the town, we managed to repair the Dwemer plot. The farm now grows us food.
Ah, there we go.
Right. I hunt for meat and fine fur. Been here since the very founding of Sadrith Kegren. Ask Ever Milo for more. He's somewhat of a jarl here. You won't believe me, but I've seen one. I did not hear of an attack on anyone. Are these lizards really capable of hurting someone? According to legend, they only eat cows and kidnap young women from Nord villages.
Right. He's not meant to be here at all. What the? Ah, here's Varen. I'm here to grab the stuff for Shanath. What have you got for sale? Oh, rats. Let's have a look at what he's got for sale.
Weapons, armor, crafting equipment.
Crafting equipment. Okay. Great Sword of Authoritar. Nothing there. Orcish Warhammer of Noise. That sounds really cool, actually. Okay. Miscellaneous. Let's have a look. No. No. Okay, let's see if I can sell some of this stuff that I found. A bone dagger, huh? I'm not selling that. I mean, I wouldn't mind selling it, but it'll end up being a blinking dimension of sold, won't it? Let's face it. Definitely don't need that, or that. Or that. I need... Oh, I've got a spare one, look. That's interesting. It's down under... Unless that's everything. Yeah, miscellaneous, right? Oh, no, that was everything. Okay, let's sell that wooden bowl. Alrighty. I'm here to grab the stuff for Shanna.
Look like I have a staff. Come see me when I'm working my forge. I've got no time for you now, in war.
Well, you are working your forge. I mean, honestly. Well, and now he's leaving. Well, that's just rude. He was working his bleeding forge.
For you, or I can take armor from you. What'll it be?
Give me a staff, maybe? So he's been a bit funny, hence the problematic neighbouring thing. Alright. So
You got something to say?
oh, I'm just gonna ask him again because his voice is making me laugh.
Do I look like I have a staff?
Yeah.
Come see me when I'm working my forge. I've got no time for you now, in war.
He's like a bit of a northern Ray Winstone, isn't he?
I hope you are choosing what to buy.
I can't place it. Kind of Nordic Ray Winstone. Alright. Clearly nothing's going on there. I did have an order to this. Hey? Well, he's left the force, so I'm never going to get there. Let's go in here and have a look. The council hall. That idea didn't work. Then go into the forge. Rats. Let's have a look down here, and then what I'll do is I will stop this initial cast. I've never really, because I think there's two really snobby people there, isn't there? So I didn't spend much time in here.
But where to put them is the key.
It's like my alternate route. It's just got loads and loads of. Oh! Aha! Beware of the big brown mouse. Look. So I wonder if when you find all the chess pieces, something happens. That's quite cool. I don't mean like Millennium Falcon, things stop fighting and Chewie gets angry happens. R.I.P. Peter Mayhew. But whether it begins a quest or something. Oh, thank you very much. I think I knew that anyway. Right. Well, well, well. I like that a lot. I now want to be looking. Okay, I'm getting a feel. I'm getting a feel for this place now. Ah, look, look, look. This is good too. We should be reading them. All right, all right. I'm ending on something a bit perkier here. I'm loving these little symbols on the books to say they belong to Shadrith Kegrin. That's really clever. Almalexia. I know something about Almalexia, and I freaked out in ESO when something happened with regards to her and her story, and Cathra's story. There were too many weird things. Can't speak. He's holding an invisible stuff, people. He's dangerous.
Got something important to tell me?
Do you live by his... Have I got no eyes or something? Oh, let's ask her
My
anyway.
wife, Talicia, died 15 years ago.
Well, who's... Right. Ah, so these...
My leave then.
Hello, Marissa.
What do you want?
Nothing. Okay.
I'll get back to work.
Let's read this Notes on Slavery. Sadrith Kegrin, Notes on Slavery, Irva Milo. House Telvanni is still one of the most enduring defenders of slavery, and in many large cities, slave markets used to exist. Sadrith Kegrin is no exception. Most of the slave trade is established with the continental Morrowind, mostly with the nearby Blacklight, the current capital of Morrowind. To ensure that our slaves are, as we call them, Enwar, so-called Endubs, do not run away from Sadrith Kegrin or form an uprising, Shanath and I create amulets to suppress their willpower. This allows the city to actively use as slaves even the strongest of willed but also physically strong and enduring Nords. Right. Slaves often live in owners' homes. They are not allowed to take water from the public well near the Anderville home. Ooh, they're not allowed to talk, but some can read and write. Slaves realise themselves, but because of the influence of the amulet, they cannot harm their owners and are in complete obedience to them. Not only do the amulets keep Sadrith Kegrin a secret. That's not a sentence. Anyway, the special Telvanni magic does not allow us to talk about the city outside its borders, not only to slaves, but to anyone at all. This sounds like very sweeping magic to me. It covers a lot of bases. In addition, to enter the city, respectively, can only those who know about it. Okay, some sentence incorrections there, but I get what they're saying. When a new victim is targeted, i.e. me, they are deafened. Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? And then the amulet of suppression is immediately hung around their neck. Thus the slave can safely be transported to Sadrith Kegrin. Hey, that's a nice little trick, that one. Oh. Currently, Shaglat's Oracle is engaged in the slave trade and the coordination of them. Oh yeah, it was Shaglat that brought me here, wasn't it? Listening activities to capture Enwar, but Marissa Verendas, of course, is responsible for the high-level negotiations and the conclusion of major contracts. Before the bidding, the goods sit under lock and key in a cage, and then the guests begin trading in the general hall, and if a Dunmer Sadrith Kegrin buys it, the slave is usually cut off. Okay, however, if it is a buyer from the number of visitors, it is at the discretion of the buyer because the magic in the city prevents the disclosure of the location of the city. Yeah, I got it. I think I've got it. Auctions take place every few months, and guest visits Adrid Kegron not only Dunmers but even representatives of the Skyrim nobility, though I have no right to disclose the names. Okay, basically I think it's saying while you're wearing the amulet you can't fight, you can't leave, no one could talk about the amulet, there's a magic over it, no one could talk about the slave trade. People from outside Adrid Kegron come in and take slaves but aren't allowed to talk about it, something like that. But I think it's basically saying why I can't attack anyone in here. Okay, I'll read a brief history. Bloody hell, Barbus. What? Too much drink. I'll read a brief history another time. I might come back and read that because I am interested. Alright. This is where I've sold, isn't it? Right here. Oh, there's someone in here too, look. Can't speak. Alright, blimey heck, that's a bit upsetting. Is Barbus okay now? I wonder after all of that. There's a chest in there. Aha. Oh, do you know, I bet that's got all my stuff in it. Ooh, can I go down here, can I? Right. And I can unlock that. I've got a lockpick actually. Well, that was a bit easy. Ho ho ho. Let's have a goosey. Someone's bedroom. Oh, I was hoping to find a little chess piece hidden away. The last one looks lovely in here. No. The fire, look. Read this letter. Alright. Dear Marissa, we expect your decision after more than a few months and cannot understand in any way what could cause such a long wait. With the hope of an answer, the Oris family. Note from Irva. Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. So it's a history. I love these idea of these spells and these cubes. They're funky. This is a lot of notes for me to read. I'm just saying. Cheapers. These people are terrible. Marissa, what are your thoughts on Shanna's newest war? This one, there is. Oh, that's me. I think. I'm sure that's me. Read this letter. We didn't see who wrote that either. Seedlings of Nurnry. Shaglet could bring some from his next travel. Okay. Brief history again. Cannot work with this madman any longer. Shanath is going crazy and is on the verge of doing something irreparable. Henceforth, the passage to the planetarium is closed until you convince Shanath no one will get inside. I'm waiting for last time. Okay. And let's look at this one. While from the last auction behave excessively sternly, tell Shaglet to be more selective in choosing Irva. Okay, so lots about slaves. Might be a good point to stop, but I'm just. It's not being the most exciting cast, but bear with, because A, I'm in a completely foreign environment. And B, I'm just genuinely just finding my feet read controls again. In all honesty. But I do know where there's a lot of chess pieces, so that's another thing for us to bear in mind when we move on. Okay, Julie, I'm ever so grateful that you kept me company. Thank you very much. I'm going to go and get a drink and maybe do some reading, maybe pop on ESO, I'm not sure. It's quite late. but I'm going to, I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go back to where I'm kept. In fact, let's follow there. Let's go to this guy that says, ask me when I'm at the forge. Oh, look, he's gone.
What you want? I don't do charity.
See if he says that thing again.
Here's your order. Now give me the money and piss off to your master.
He did it. With some excessive foul language, may I say. Just no need for it. Anyway, let's stop by this well that I'm not allowed to drink from. Jesus Christ, slide boots. That I'm allowed to drink from, and maybe we'll go in here. Anyway, thanks for watching, Julie, and anyone that watches afterwards, I hope you enjoy. I've got little idea about where I am, but I can see that I'm wearing that scary little amulet, look, right there, glow in the dark. So I'm going to sign off in the hope of finding, ta-da, a few more chess pieces, and maybe reading this letter from Yen Lu, and then making a graph or a chart in a book with every character and starting to note down what I know about each of these characters. Yeah, definitely back, and we'll do this way more often now because I missed it. Anywho, cheerio, thanks for watching the cast, take care, bye bye.